He was the world's most feared drug lord, a man whose name sent shivers down the spine of governments, police forces, and entire nations. He was responsible for thousands of deaths, rivers of blood, and a reign of terror that held Colombia hostage for years. And yet, some Colombians still call him a saint. Why? Because while he built an empire on drugs and violence, he also built homes for the homeless, fed the hungry, and gave hope to the forgotten. This is not a defense of Pablo Escobar. This is the truth. The full, complicated, terrifying truth. This is the story of Pablo Escobar. Not just the killer, but also, to some, the savior. Pablo Emilio Escobar Gaviria, born in 1949 in Rio Negro, Colombia. Raised in the nearby city of Medellin. His father was a farmer, his mother a school teacher. A poor boy with big dreams, wealth, power, and respect. But unlike most, Escobar found a way to get it through crime. He started small, selling fake diplomas, smuggling electronics, then stealing cars. By the late 1970s, he entered the cocaine trade, a business that would make him one of the richest men on earth. At his peak, he controlled over 80% of the global cocaine market. His cartel, the Medellin cartel, exported tons of cocaine daily, mostly to the US. He reportedly made $400 million a week. So much cash. Rats ate millions of dollars hidden in his hideouts. But Escobar wasn't just a drug lord. He was a master of public image. To the poor, he was a hero. To the government, he was a terrorist. He bribed politicians, threatened judges, and killed anyone who stood in his way. Some called him a monster. Others called him Don Pablo Dash, a man who stood up for the poor when no one else would. Housing for the poor. Escobar didn't just give handouts, he built communities. His most famous project? Barrio Pablo Escobar. Before him, families lived in slums. No clean water, no electricity, no real shelter. He built over 400 homes, with concrete walls, proper roofs, and running water. People still living there say, "He gave us a life." Their loyalty, unshakable. Many refused to talk to the police, no matter what they saw. Schools, sports, and youth programs. Escobar believed in keeping kids off the streets. He built schools, libraries, and football fields. Real places, real change. Some of those kids grew up to be professional athletes. Many say, those fields saved us from drugs and crime. Healthcare for the forgotten. In places the government ignored, Escobar stepped in. He built medical clinics, bought ambulances, paid doctors' salaries. For many, these clinics meant life or death. And because of Escobar, they lived, feeding the hungry and giving cash. Escobar was famous for giving money, sometimes literally. He tossed cash out of windows, delivered food to poor families during the holidays, even paid for weddings and school supplies. They called him the Colombian Robin Hood. He made sure people knew the help came from Pablo, support for churches and religion. Escobar knew the power of religion. He donated to churches, paid for renovations, supported priests. Some accepted quietly, others turned a blind eye. But for Escobar, religion was another tool to build influence and loyalty. Escobar wanted more than money. He wanted power. In 1982, he entered Colombia's Congress. He called himself a man of the people, a poor boy who rose up. But the truth came out. journalists exposed his cartel ties, the government turned on him. He was forced to resign. And in response, Escobar declared war on the state. So why did he do all these good things? Was it guilt or a brilliant strategy? Some say he wanted redemption. Others say he just wanted cover. While families buried loved ones, others named their children Pablo. While judges were murdered, kids played football on fields he built. Escobar gave with one hand and destroyed with the other. Can good deeds erase the horrors that paid for them? Even after his death in 1993, Escobar's shadow still looms. The homes he built, still standing. People still pray for him. Light candles, call him a saint. His story lives on in books, shows like Narcos, and debates across the world. To some, he's a villain. To others, a folk hero. Pablo Escobar was no angel. He built an empire of fear, but he also gave hope. So what was he? A monster with a generous heart? A savior driven by greed? Or just a man who became more powerful than the system itself? Tell us what you think in the comments. And if you want more stories that challenge the way we see history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.